So I've got a quick intro for you today. Just got off work and I got a lot of chores to do before bedtime. So today's pattern comes to us as a request from Randy Morris. He asked me to tie a Teeny Nymph. Now I've never tied or fished this thing, but I did find it in Dave Hughes' American Fly Tying Manual from 1986. It's a very simple pattern, just one material, pheasant tail fibers. Now if any of y'all have ever tied this thing, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. I'm not even sure how to fish it. I mean, do you fish it with a split shot? Maybe it's the top nymph of a 2-nymph rig. So please let us know in the comments how you fish it or how it's done for you. And oh yeah, the pattern was created by Jim Teeny of Oregon. Now I couldn't tell exactly when, but from what I read online, it sounds like it was sometime probably in the 1970s. But it's a really simple bug, and I think it looks pretty cool. So there it is in the vise, a Teeny Nymph. Now not a real elegant looking pattern, certainly a simple one. Probably the simplest fly I've tied all year. Of course, today is January 2nd, so it is only the first fly I've tied all year. And I'm going with a size 10. It's a 2 extra long barbless nymph hook, brown thread. I'm using 70 denier. Let's catch this in, take it back to the start of the bend. And first thing we're going to catch in, some pheasant tail fibers. I don't know, maybe 6 or 8, but what I'm going to do here, I'm going to snip off the tips, because they're really thin. I don't want to catch it in with at the really thin side, or don't want to be wrapping really thin fibers. So let's catch this in, you know, those tips were going forward, and bring your thread up here to about halfway, okay, or close enough. Now I only got about 1.5 inches of these fibers here to use, so it takes a little dexterity. And my goal here will be to try and keep them parallel to each other. What you might have to do is just pinch them down to the hook and grab them right here. I guess I could have used my hackle pliers. It would have made it a little bit easier, but we can do it with this little method right here. Okay, I think that is about enough. Let's go ahead and catch this off. Okay, that's the back half of our fly. Now let's just flip this over. We need to, I don't have to flip it just yet, but do need to snip these butt ends here. A couple extra wraps to really secure this. Now take another 8, 10 pheasant tail fibers right here. And this one we're going to catch in. This is going to be the first set of legs. So flip it over, and then maybe a little bit longer than the body. If they flare out, they'll be there to the hook point. And you might want to cheat a little bit to your side. That means the near side here. So that if they spin around, they'll still be coming off the bottom. Okay, some of those are longer than others, but we're going to be just fine. Now, I'm not putting too many wraps, holding it down, maybe a couple more under it. Now we can take our thread up here, just a couple eye lengths back, where we're going to stop wrapping this part of the body. I think that'll work. Now just repeat what we did for the back half right here. And you have that little area where we've got thread. So I'm going to just try to back it up a little bit, and you know, so I don't have a flat spot where my thread was right there. And just do the same thing. Try to get this wrapped up right here. Okay, I think that is close enough. And you see those first legs right there? I've got them spinning a little bit around, so maybe I can just poke them down till I get them where I want. And I think that's close enough. Now the last thing, just our front legs. Another little tuft of pheasant tail fibers, probably about the, you know, same number of fibers as the last one. And we'll make these legs, about the same length, maybe a little bit longer if you want. Let's see here. Okay, I've got those going back and those going forward. I think that'll work. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this off. Okay, now just finish up your head, and it's a nymph. I usually like to put some big old heads on my nymph, so spend a few wraps right here. Okay, that might be big enough. Let's go ahead and whip finish it here. And oh my goodness, I've got these legs going all wonky on me. Let's see, can we fix that? Oh, I don't know, maybe. Just pull these down right here. I'm only gonna have to worry about fixing it long enough so I can take a good looking picture. And there you go, that'll make a good looking picture. I do have some little something sticking off right there. We can snip that. But I think we got a decent representation of the Teeny Nymph. A little drop of head cement or UV resin up there and we'll be good to go. So that's it, my friends. I appreciate y'all watching. Take care and we'll see you next time.